things moving, and there we go.
If you've ever felt too intuitive, too curious, or too awake for the life you're living, you might just be one of us.
Heck yes, you might be. Welcome to Midlife with Mystics and Misfits, where we talk about intuition, reinvention, and the beautiful chaos of becoming who you truly are. I'm Cece.
And I'm Jen.
Hey girl, it's been
Hello.
forever.
It has been way too long. I have missed you so much. It's just been a time. We didn't even get our podcast uploaded last week. It's been so crazy.
I know. Well, it was my birthday week, so we'll give me that.
Okay, give me a Cole's notes on your celebration week.
My celebration week. I was just the regular domesticated housewife all week long. I just got shit done. I got a lot of stuff done, a lot of cleaning done, a lot of cooking done. Chris came home the day after my birthday. My son-in-law sent me beautiful flowers all the way from, well, he ordered them, but he sent them from Cyprus where they're at right now. So I got flowers from my son-in-law. Chris took me out for breakfast when he got home. It was just nice. The whole week's just been lovely.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, because when you started off by saying, I just got a lot of stuff done, I bet you many of us, including myself, it's just another day. And yeah, we celebrate
It
in
is.
multiple celebrations, but if you could have the most, this might be a hard question,
Ooh.
the most perfect wish for your birthday in this year, what would it be? Let's say for the next, at this now that you know where you are now, it might change by next birthday, but if you could do anything for your birthday, be with anyone for your birthday, what is your wish?
I would want the whole fam to be in Cyprus.
Oh, I love that. Do
Yeah.
you think your daughter will still be there?
Oh, yes. Yeah, they're moving there. So they're looking at building, they're looking at land rate, they're looking at a whole bunch of stuff. So yes.
Oh, so that's a possibility.
Yes. And on her birthday blessing, because her she got this from her boyfriend's family. I think I talked about it before. They do
Yeah.
birthday blessings.
Yeah.
So I got beautifully blessed on my birthday. That was lovely. The blessings I got were amazing. I cried like a baby. But
Mm.
in her birthday blessing, she was like, I need you to look at me and understand that you will be here. She's like, it's not even a doubt. There should be no doubt. There should be nothing. She's like, it is happening now. And I was like, hell yeah, it is.
I love that. I love
Yes.
that. Well,
Yeah.
listen, you all are the number one person who says words are spells.
Words are
So
spells.
when we set intention and we speak it, it draws that to us. So now, a
Yes.
year from today, everybody, mark your calendars. Let's see if CeCe is going to be in Cyprus next year at some point.
Yes. Filming
It
from
doesn't
the
have to be
poolside or the beach.
Oh, I'm dreaming. And guess what? I'm coming too.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm like, it's open. Come.
Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. You and I frolicking on a beach. Can you imagine?
Oh, I can totally imagine. Yes, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Daytree
In
has sat
our,
on different spots overlooking the ocean on these beautiful rocks, and she's like, "We could podcast from here." And I'm
oh,
like, "Yes, we could.
yes,
Let's
we
do it."
could. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Well, I absolutely love that. Okay. So I sent you a meme
Yes, you
about
did.
and I was okay, when I'm watching this, I'm crying. I watched it about 8 times as I was watching this meme. The meme, for those of you who didn't get the text from me, it was about the stages of healing. And in this text, there were like movie characters with their, signature or famous sayings or actions.
Yes.
And it was hysterical. So I sent it
It
to
was
you.
so funny.
Yeah. And we had talked about it a tiny, tiny bit. And then through meditation last week, was meditating, and I often ask for spirit to, especially in meditations that I would call them working meditations. I ask for
Yes.
spirit to bring back memories that I need to heal from, shadows that I cannot see.
Yes.
And so I was I was asking, I don't think I necessarily asked for the stages of healing, but it was fresh on my mind. And I was like, man, as I was meditating, I was getting glimpses of my journey, which was quite interesting. And so
Ooh.
I always have a journal or a writing utensil beside my bed because we've talked about this. I've woken up and all of a sudden I start sending you screenshot after screenshot after screenshot of ideas that I've had, or
Yes.
I have brainstorming sessions with myself from 3 to 5 a.m. on the regular.
It's
And so,
perfect.
right? Do you do that? Am I
Oh,
weird?
for sure.
Okay.
No, you're not weird. No,
Okay.
humans in general. No, I think
Okay.
that's their best time to brainstorm.
Okay. Well, there. So,
Yeah.
so when my mind is quiet and empty of the checklist of millions of things we all have to do every day, this came to me. So I wrote down and I've come up with names for some of my stages, and I thought we could go through them today.
Yes. Do you want a quick factoid on 4 a.m.?
Yes, I sure do.
That is when your pineal gland activates and wakes up every single morning. So
I
it's not surprising that you get your bursts of ideas, and I get bursts of ideas, and many people do, because that's when that part of our essence is open.
I love that. And it's so interesting because I have not done a ton of research on the pineal gland, but I was reading about fluoride
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that it's in our waters, the fact that it's
Yes.
in our toothpaste, the fact that it's healthy and we go to the dentist and we do it.
Not. Yes.
Not, not,
Not.
not.
No.
And so you have reverse osmosis. We've talked about this before.
And I have shower filters that take it all out too. Yes.
Yeah. And so I need to start looking into that because
Oh, I'll send you everything.
thank you, because
Yes.
it calcifies like
Yes.
cement over your pineal gland.
Yes.
And the research that I'm looking at, and so you can tell me if you've read this or if you know this from
Mhm.
some, learning. Let me make sure I get it right. That is actually, they think, like the center, the intuitive center of your body.
Yeah, it's actually crystalline, and
Oh.
it's shaped like a pine cone. So yes,
Mm.
it is. So yeah, when we have too many heavy metals and things like fluoride in that in us, yes, it dumbs it down and it makes it fall asleep. So you think you're like, if you decalcify that and you take the fluoride out and any heavy metals that you have,
Yeah.
like your intuition and your gifts will skyrocket further.
And as somebody who does this on the regular, I have moments where there is clarity and less clarity. And I've
Yeah,
always described that. I've had to take a break and I didn't quite understand why. So I'm going to do an experiment like after a detox, for example, or after
yeah,
a detox of screen, a detox of
it's everything. You're
it
right.
is.
Yes,
I I I am needing to look more into this. So, okay.
yes.
Thank you for that factoid.
You're welcome. I have different stuff for you to be able to take to get rid of all that. So
Of course you do. I'm super excited. And if
another
anybody else
podcast.
and if anybody else wants to do that, that will be in next week's podcast.
Exactly. We'll talk all about it.
Okay, okay. So let's get into our stages of healing.
Yes.
Okay, you ready? Stage one.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Stage one, let me make sure I get all this. So the stage one I've entitled this is my I'm fine, everything is fine era.
Oh my god. Yes,
Yeah,
that is definitely stage 1.
yeah,
I can literally picture that phase, and that's exactly it. I'm fine. It's all fine. Everyone's fine. It's all good. Nothing's wrong. I don't have to do nothing. It's fine.
right? I
Yeah.
know. I remember feeling, and that was, let me be honest, probably most of my life, right?
Oh, yeah,
The
most of all of ours. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like that exhausted, overwhelmed, the feeling like, woo, this has been a week, but the week lasted 7 years. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it just
It's almost
felt,
an avoidance thing. It's almost like that whole thing is an avoidance step.
and I, looking back on that now, can see, the constant rat race of keeping going, staying busy, mindless scrolling,
Yes.
drinking. All of
Yes.
that um, was something that I did as a way to keep me in that stage.
Amen to that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. And I know quite a few people that I love dearly that ebb and flow in and out of that stage a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, I think
I
that
think I do
that
too.
me too. That's the
Yeah,
thing, I think I do, I go into that
yeah.
avoidance, I
I
call
think
it
we all do.
yeah, the denial era, right? The
Yes,
denial era, that's what I kept calling somehow I go between phase and era. This is
yes,
like,
exactly.
we can call it chapter, we can call it whatever, yeah. So,
Well, and for our viewers, just so you know what we're talking about, all these things of healing are perpetual. They're forever about everything. So
yes.
we're not saying that we're healed from anything. We're saying these are the categories and we've been through them and we're probably still going through them.
Yeah, and we're cycling back sometimes, and
Oh yeah.
it's like our beautiful Unilome,
Yes. Yes, yes,
the
yes.
Unilome,
On the same arm.
same arm, exact same design. Cece got hers years and years before I
Well,
did.
I got mine on the inside, which is crazy. You got yours on the outside.
Yin and
I'm
yang.
just yeah, I'm just like, yeah,
I know. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
so crazy.
Um, yeah. So what do you remember about that phase? Because it was a really long one, and for me, it was on such autopilot that I don't remember when I get back there. I remember the vibration, the low vibration of it.
Yeah.
But
Ye
what was one of the things that you would do to numb out? Do you remember?
One of the things that I would do to numb out, um,
Or to stay in the denial that I'm fine, everything is fine.
I think just staying busy. Like, I
Yeah.
think staying busy was my go-to, like, cleaning all the time, like, just being busy, like,
Yeah.
mind-numbingly busy to the point where you didn't have to think about anything. Because if you sat down for too long, which, I mean, that stage is exhausting. I mean, they all are, but that one's really exhausting.
Yeah.
It was for me anyways.
I
What about
agree.
you?
Yeah, I agree. It was for me too. For me, I would say definitely the one that takes the cake is the taking care of the kids, taking care of the house, cleaning
Yeah,
up,
it was about
doing
everybody
dishes.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not filling my own tank. And it's so funny because I was teaching a yin class yesterday. And
Oh,
during that class, part of the difficulty, and I could feel this bristly energy, nobody could settle. And finally I said, we've been working on moving in. And so pull yourself out a little bit and look at how unable you are to just sit with discomfort at this time in the
mm,
physicalness of your body. And you could see
yes.
everybody stop. And I'm like, no, just breathe. Just breathe.
Just
Because,
acknowledge it.
and that's the thing, but we don't know how to deal and sit with discomfort. They kept trying to pull out and
Yeah,
move in, and I do it too. So I saw it because it was a mirror for me. I'm like,
for
oh,
sure.
I've been here a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So there, good. Yeah, and you know when the other one was actually working out. Working out for me
Oh,
or exercising, also a part of moving my body, was something that I would
yes.
do and was absolutely a distraction to push my body to feel the physical pain so I didn't have to think about anything else.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Okay, I
Yeah.
never did that. Hence the, flabby arms and things like that, but that's okay.
It's not
It's all
flabby.
it's all good.
It's perfectly perfect.
It's perfect.
Those arms are made for hugging. My kids'
Yeah, they are.
favorite thing, I when I used to I used to have, like, a lot of muscle on my arm, and my kids, they would, like, lay against my mom's arms, and they'd be like, "Oh, Nana, it's so cozy here."
Ah!
And
I love that.
I'm like, "Can you come hug mama?" And they're like, "No, you're too hard." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That's hilarious. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, there you go. You were made for hugging, Cece.
That's right. That's right.
Well, and since your love language is physical touch, it makes sense.
Yes, 100%.
There we go. We can make it work. All
We can
right.
make it work.
Stage 2. Why is everyone like this?
When it's
It's
about everybody else.
why are you all fucked up? You're the narcissist, you're the manipulator, you are, whatever. It's
Yeah, the
everyone
chaos
toxic.
creator, everything.
Yeah, they're all toxic. Everybody else is toxic. It's
Yep.
nothing. Yeah. So it's my
It's not
projection phase.
me.
Definitely not me.
Not me. It's everyone else. That is the judgy stage too.
Yes. Yes. I remember at that stage, doing, my favorite thing is I would like leave a conversation and I would like think to myself, oh God, I cannot deal with that anymore. They're so toxic. And
Right.
I said that an awful lot. And I mean, like, who was the
Ditto.
common denominator?
Right?
Yeah.
But that we didn't that's another stage.
Yeah.
Stage 2 is just purely is everybody else.
Yeah. The projection, right? The
It
projection
is just a
of,
projection.
yeah.
It's also not even just everybody else, but um it is because of the outside circumstance that did that to me. It is because
Ooh.
of the trauma that did that to me. It is because, right? So it's not only the people, but it's the events as well.
Yes. So we start to see the good thing is we now see things are not healthy. We've seen this,
Yeah.
but it's not us, right? So
Yeah.
it's the crack in the armor. It's the okay, the sunlight's coming in, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
Is happening to us,
Yes.
right? Not
Right.
for us. It's
Yes.
to us.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was not I didn't like that stage, and I don't like it because I
Uh,
still sometimes find myself, not often though,
yeah.
going into that stage of, oh, that person, and I'm like, "Ooh, oops."
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
I agree with you too. I feel
Okay.
like I'll come back to stage 1 every now and then for, like, a blip
Yeah.
of where I'm like, "It's all good," and I keep myself busy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I feel more now I skip stage 2, and I don't go into that so much because I'm always like I always have the reflection. I'm like, "All right, what is it about? What am I avoiding? Like, why?"
Yeah.
Right?
I also remember during this stage, is when I would start what I would call creating boundaries. But they were very aggressive boundaries. They were all or nothing
Yes.
boundaries. It was,
Yes. It
so
was fuck you or not at all.
right? It's like the
Yeah.
toddler phase of the
Yeah.
experimenting with walking.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Okay, ready? Stage 3. The wait, is it me? Stage, you know,
Yeah.
the uncomfortable awakening, that
Yes,
one.
the period that you actually question yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one I remember well because I was like, wait, what? You
Oh,
mean I
shit.
have to wait, what? I have to change myself in order to create change? What? I
Yeah,
thought everybody else had to do that for me, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That one was uncomfortable. I remember that trying to fit in my own skin and not quite knowing,
Well,
who
that's where
I
you don't
was.
yeah, you don't know who you are in that in that step there. You don't know who you are all of a sudden because 'cause you're
Yeah,
like the illusion starts to get busted,
yeah.
right?
And I do remember journaling a lot during that. Like, I journaled like my life depended on it because I was just kind of like getting all these thoughts and feelings, and I didn't know what what was this? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
agreed. Agreed,
yeah,
agreed.
yeah. Yeah, that first real self-awareness.
Yeah, I can feel it. That's a sticky stage.
That was sticky. That one was sticky. Okay. So then this one I stayed in for a very long time. This one, stage 4, was deep dive, no life.
Oh,
My healing obsession era.
yes. Yes, I'll totally agree with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to say, this became my full time personality for many years.
Yeah. We've talked
Yeah.
about this because you're like, it still kind of is sometimes.
It really is. And I will
Yeah.
go, and friends will, say, hey, do you want to go out? We're going to do this. And I'm like, I'm actually going to stay in because there was some things. There's like a full moon ceremony. I really need to release this. And like, and they're like,
Yeah, exactly. You became the guru of yourself
yeah. And
and everybody knew it.
and I felt very qualified to be the one who was like, um, like that was my personality. That became this new exactly identity. And so
Yes.
I couldn't get enough of books. I couldn't, and still like I'm not different. I mean, I still love this chapter.
Yeah.
Books, podcasts, therapy, shadow work, repeat,
Yes.
repeat, repeat. Like everything I could
Yes.
do to get my hands on is
And I don't think this stage I don't think is like a detrimental stage. I think this is the stage where you learn a lot. Like on
mhm,
your healing journey, I think this is the stage where a lot of learning happens because you do open up new doors. It's the but it's the obsessive looping of step 2 that
yeah.
makes us stay in that place, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's like I mean as we've talked about, we oscillate, right? As humans,
Yes.
we go backwards or forwards, we go up or down. We do whatever this life path, this
Yes.
journey is, we do
Yes.
this.
That's
And
right.
so
So our
this
viewers
is
who can't see that she's talking about the unilome on her arms.
yes. If you don't know what a unilome is, it's basically the path to enlightenment. It's and you know what came to me the other night, Cece, was chaos to clarity.
Oh, I love that.
Yes,
I love
chaos
that.
to clarity, and that's what
I
came to
love that.
yeah, and so that's what the unilome kind of stands for. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Anyway, a lot of people have
Sorry.
different things, but that one was what
Yes.
came to me. I was like, oh, I actually liked that.
I do like that.
Yeah. So what did you do during your deep dive era?
Oh, my deep dive era was it was that my deep dive era was all about meditation and going inward. Joe
Mm,
Dispenza, every self-help person out there that was creating content at the time. I can't even remember some of the names now because now I look back on them, I'm like,
really?
what? Okay. I followed what you said for a while. Huh? What? So but that's life, right? Like
Yeah.
you outgrow stuff. So it was a lot of like what kind of character do I want my because I still at that phase, you still don't know who you are. So I'm like, who am I?
Yeah.
Well, who are the people that I seem to like? And it was all these other people. And then I was looking outward again and I wasn't looking inward for that. So it was like deep dives on what everybody else was doing,
Mm-hmm. Well,
right? That was the biggest thing.
yeah.
That
Well,
lasted probably 6 years.
that's see, so same with me. This was the
Yeah.
biggest chunk of me and my
Yeah.
the beginning after the beginning of my journey. This is
Yeah.
where I have spent the majority of my time, I think.
Yeah. It was all about emulating other people, and it still wasn't about actually looking at self yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Chapter 5. The false summit. I think I'm healed.
The fuck? This
Then,
one's such an this is such an, ego-driven
yeah.
stage. This is
Yes.
100% an ego-driven stage.
Yes. So it's after you do all this work, you come out and you're given advice like you're the next guru.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
you think that you've done the work. Checkity check.
Yes.
I've healed all my patterns. I'm not going to be triggered anymore. This is
Yes.
wonderful. I feel amazing.
Yes. 100% with a shit ton of judgment in that stage too.
Yeah. Yeah. And so what patterns did you think you had moved through in that
Oh,
chapter?
Jesus. I can't really I don't know. A lot. Like I was the best one to give advice on just life in general, right?
Yeah.
You go through that dark so I think stages 1 through 4 is like the dark night of the soul all wrapped
Mhm.
into one. And
Right.
then you hit stage 5 and it's like you feel like you came out of it. So all of a sudden everything that you went through, you are now like aces on,
Right.
right? Like you're supreme on. So you just that's the stuff that you give advice on.
Right.
That's the stuff that you think you healed through completely enough to give everybody else advice. Did we have wisdom coming out of that? Yeah, we had a lot of wisdom,
Mhm.
but not the egotistical power of what we thought I think we had coming out of it. For me, that's what it was. I can't give you one single thing to be able to come out of it.
Yep.
'Cause it was just a bunch of stuff, like 8 years worth of stuff,
And
right?
patterns. Yeah, and
And it's just
patterns
like
is
yeah, and patterns where it was like well, at that point too, I think I was still trying to emulate all these other people that I heard from,
Mhm.
right? So
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
you think you're a guru on Joe Dispenza, and you think you're a guru on all the other people. Like I said, I can't remember the other ones because I'm just like now I've seen them and I'm like, what?" Like, for me, that's what it was. But I
Mm.
can't give you one specific thing that I came out of that and was like talking about it. Do you know what I mean?
I get it completely. Yeah, because I don't even know if I could. I know, like,
I was gonna ask you, I'm like, "Can you remember?" Because I'm like,
it's hard to, like, segment it, like, to separate it from the universal kind of
yeah,
healing that I felt that I had done at
yeah.
the time. I think that one of the things that I know, is my defensiveness. I often go right into defense mode, and
Mm,
my nervous system gets triggered. I come
mhm.
out I come out of swinging. I'm like, "Here
Oh.
I come," you know? So that was my when I was triggered, I was like, "Oh, no. I'm going to pause and reflect. I'm going to be so."
Okay. Yeah, that brings back memories. Yeah, woosah.
Yes.
Again, it's almost like but then it's like almost stage 1 takes over in that stage as well because then you're like, "It's all good.
Yeah.
Life is fine." Right? Like, you go back and this is what we're saying. We're never healed because you flit in and out of all of these things all of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
my god. Okay. So, by the way, I have 9, okay? I have 9. So
ooh,
we're at
exciting.
6. We're at 6, okay?
Sweet. Okay.
So number 6. Why am I like this again?
When the next onion layer comes about you thought you completely healed from.
Here comes the spiral.
Here it comes. Um, I'm gonna say
Oh.
this one loud and proud. This happens all the time to me still. All the
Mhm.
time. All the
Mhm.
time, all the time, all the time. I feel like this is a perpetual one where I'm like, I finally feel like I've healed my abandonment issues. And then all of a sudden, Chris says something that was not meant any certain way. And I'm like, oh my God, you don't love me anymore. What the fuck? And then I'm like, wait a minute, what was that? What? No,
Yeah.
I thought I was healed from that. What? Like, so this happens to me all the time about tons of different little stupid things, but I'm like, come on.
I love that you said abandonment wound because I have heard that come up so frequently in people that are in my real circle of life, and
Abandonment issues?
abandonment issues,
Oh,
abandonment
interesting.
trauma. Yeah, and so I just read somebody who is so she'll listen to this. I won't mention her name, but she is now discovered that she has she's really working through some alcoholism and addiction
Mm,
to the like almost like an allergy to alcohol and as a coping strategy for life.
mm,
And so I read her, I guess at AA, they do this introduction to self, and in her speech that she had written, she talked mainly about abandonment issues. There was lots of other things there, and
mhm.
it's so like are you able to talk about it a little bit, like that feeling of abandonment and the like, where does have you dug a little into that? Is that
Mine,
something you're
yeah,
comfortable?
mine. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've dug into mine. Yeah, I've dug into mine. Mine comes from when I was very little. Well, I
Hmm.
wouldn't even say very little. I was probably 6 or 7, maybe 5, 6, 7. I don't know.
Okay.
And I've said it on podcast before. I was the youngest of 6 kids. By the time my mom had me, a I actually didn't know this until a couple of years ago when my sister said this to me, but apparently my mom almost died after she had me.
Hmm.
So, I guess she was bedridden for 3 months. So my oldest sister took care of me after I was born for like 3 months. So there's probably some trauma in there that was passed on, but that part I don't remember. What I remember the most, and so 6 kids, she was exhausted. By the time she had me, I'm sure she was. I mean, I had 2 and I'm mentally exhausted, and they're adults and they're great adults. I'm still mentally exhausted from it all. Love you
Right.
both if you're watching this, but I couldn't imagine having 6 and 15 years apart. I mean, she had
Mhm.
kids forever and she lost a couple in between. So
Wow.
when I was about 6 or 7, um, I had a fear of dying when I went to bed. I had a
Mm,
fear of stopping breathing and dying when I went to bed. And I remember it was like yesterday. And my mom would go to put me to bed and I would just be bawling. I'd be in tears because I'm like, I'm going to die tonight. Like I was like, don't leave me. I'm going to die and I don't want to go to sleep and I don't want you to leave me and I'm going to die. And I mean, a really weird thing between 5 and 7-year-old to say. I don't think I was much older than that.
mm,
So she would, and maybe I've told this in another podcast, I don't know, but this is where the abandonment issues come from. So she would leave my room, and the way our house was laid out, it was a very long brick house. So kids' bedrooms were on one end of the house, and then their room and the living room, the TV room, was on the very other end of the house.
mhm,
So she would leave my room, and I'd listen until I couldn't hear her footsteps, and then I would get out of bed, and I would flitter behind her, and then she'd go sit in the living room with my dad, and I would crawl. There was this one couch that kind of like they couldn't see me when I did that. And she would go sit down next to my dad and she'd now be bawling in tears and saying, I don't know what's wrong with her. Like, I don't understand.
mhm,
Like, and she'd be super emotional. So then I would like eventually crawl myself back to bed and I would just feel completely lost. Like, I'd feel completely abandoned because I
mhm,
was like, maybe there's something wrong with me. Right.
mhm.
So that's where it started. And then it's showed itself in really
Release.
weird stages through my whole entire life.
Yeah.
And looking back on it, I mean, it's not rational, right? But every now and then there's this weird thing that will happen where I feel like I'm going to get left behind by
Mhm,
somebody that I love.
mhm.
So it's still there.
It's a trigger. It's a
It's
trigger.
a yeah, it's
It's
a
like
it's
a
it's a
trigger.
trigger. It's
Yeah.
it's an onion that has about 20,000 freaking layers to it, I think, because I've worked through probably 5,000 and I probably still have another 15,000 layers to go. The
Yeah.
way it keeps coming up, but at least now I catch it. Like I catch it relatively quickly.
Yeah. I know I think of it like the same wound and just a new
Mhm.
edit. Just a new
It
edit.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. It just for me, that screams to about all of this particular stage is like why why am I like this again? It just like you said, it's like an onion. Realizing that healing isn't linear, that
It
we
is
are
not
going
linear.
to we're going to oscillate back and forth. And I remember feeling when I get in this stage, because I go back to this
I was
stage.
gonna ask you, yeah, do you have any that stand out to you?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It feels to me like, when I react with that heavy heat, that fire, that lashing out, I argue, I fight, and then I say things that I shouldn't say, and I can't. You once like the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back in, right? So
Right. Yep.
the fire or the venom, um and then of course what do you come back with? And this stage, I remember whenever I'm here, I feel such shame and frustration at why did you let yourself get triggered again? And that you shouldn't do that. That should word comes into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
When
that's
it's just
so,
like it's just a layer. It's just an onion layer showing you your things.
yeah. Yeah, so
Right?
this one here, it just feels like it's like um the only consistent thing is that it's going to continue to show up. So
Yeah,
just get
exactly.
used to it.
Yeah. Just get used to it. Just love it for what it is. It's the onion
That's
of your
exactly
life.
it. Exactly, exactly. Okay. So, number 7, then after this stage, we go into okay, this time I sit with it. The integration phase.
The integration phase.
Yeah, the
Yes.
integration phase. Because that's the thing, right? Because now, instead of that reaction, we now are getting used to the idea that this is a consistent trigger, that it's going to
Mhm.
continue to come up for us. And so we're ready for it, right?
Yes.
We're ready to
Yeah.
sit and be like, okay, well, normally I would do this.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to choose in all the discomfort to even pause and do that.
100%. This one, yeah, this one's uncomfortable. This one's
Mhm.
very uncomfortable
Yeah.
to sit with self and be like, and I mean, this one stems from the last one that we talked about because you have the trigger, more than likely, you have the
Yep.
trigger, which brings up the thing that you thought you healed from.
Yep.
And then instead of spiraling on it or abusing yourself because of it and telling
Yep.
yourself you're horrible, you just go, okay, now what? Like, what's the next step?
Yeah.
Which is yeah, that one's uncomfortable. Abandonment issue wise for me, that one, whenever it comes up, I immediately will sit down with Chris and talk about it. I'll be like, "This is
Mm,
why I just reacted. This is what just came up. I need you to know it wasn't actually you. It was something from a million years ago that had nothing to do with you. You just happily mirrored it back to me. Thanks." Right?
yeah. Yeah.
So, I wasn't trying to be a cunt. Love you, right? Love you.
I love you.
And he's so good. He's always like, "You're fine. It's all
Everything is
good.
fine.
Everything's
Everything.
fine. Everything's good." He's always in that stage. "Everything's fine. It's all good."
Oh
Oh
my
my
god, I
gosh.
love you. Yeah. This stage, it feels quieter, right? It feels less
Yeah, it
dramatic.
does. Yes,
If
it's
we
very
can
less dramatic. Yeah,
yeah,
if you can do that and
yeah,
you can take the uncomfortable, because that communication for me is very uncomfortable, to be
yeah,
like, I'm gonna own it, and B, I'm not going to project it any longer on you. So,
yeah,
because that's creating more trauma by not talking about it with the person that it happened with,
right. Yeah,
right?
that phase for me, yeah, it's being it was my true, I think the first well, yesterday's yin class was a perfect example of that. The ability to sit in any discomfort and just stay there.
Yes. Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
and that's the thing, and I don't know if we've talked about this on a podcast before, but you know, from my yogic training when I was learning about different philosophies among different cultures. And I don't remember, this is very, maybe Chinese medicine inspired. I think that's what this one was, but they were
Mhm.
sharing the belief that um, I'm trying to remember the exact wording. Emotion, an emotion that arises within the body only lasts 90 seconds.
Oh, right. Yes.
So if we can sit in that wave of discomfort, of overwhelming sadness or grief or anger, it literally, and we don't push it down and we don't bury it and we don't get too busy and just, keep living on autopilot so we don't have to focus on it. If we can sit it, it's a minute and a half
Yeah.
and it will
Which
literally,
feels like a damn lifetime. But
yeah.
yes, if we can do it, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
Absolutely.
that's been my pausing, is knowing that, okay, I'm going to sit in this discomfort and and I might get another wave. There may be another emotion underneath or underlying that will come up again, or it may come up again, right? Based on whatever ego story is coming up in my head
Yes.
on repeat. But yeah, that's allowing myself to sit in that discomfort is something that one's hard.
It is hard. I was on the phone with Christian and Daytree, I think it was just before my birthday,
Yeah.
and Christian was explaining something beautifully. He's the way he explained things is amazing. But I had a thought come in and I cut him off. And then I felt like I then dominated the conversation. So then I got off the phone with him and I'm sitting on the couch and I was like thinking about how amazing they are. And I'm like, oh my God, I cut that man off. And he
Mm,
was describing something so beautifully. So I called him back and I said, I just need to, I need to apologize. I'm like, um, they're like, for what? So I told them what. And then I started to cry on the phone, on the FaceTime with them. And they're like, Daisha's like, are you okay? I'm like, in this moment, I'm not. And I need to sit with it. I'm not okay with having interrupted our conversation. And they were both like, oh, we didn't even notice. Like, it's all good.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So I got off the phone with them. I'm like, what the hell was that about? So it was like something that I triggered it for myself, because I was like, I know what it's like to interrupt people. I know what it's like when people interrupt. And I was just like, it hit me in such a way. So it's almost like you almost get almost too self-awareness sometimes in this stage
Mm,
too. If
yeah.
that makes sense, right? If that makes any sense.
Completely. And it's so interesting. I'm going to hold a mirror up for you because I don't even
Yes.
know if you've realized how many times after we've taped a podcast, you have texted me going, "Oh my God, did I monopolize the conversation? Oh my God, did I?"
So many times.
So many times. And
So
so
many
I think it
times. I'm
speaks
well aware.
Yeah. So I think it speaks to that beautiful, and you and I are both through this journey of unlocking our voice and really
Yes.
um moving the energy of that stuck chakra of not being able to speak our truth or feeling like we could not speak our truth for our entire
Absolutely.
lives. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, even when we're podcasting, sometimes I'm like, "Fuck, I think I just cut you off." Duh! Right in my head, and I'm like, "Just breathe it through." I'm like, "You did not. It's all good." Like,
Yeah.
but that's that whole it is that energy of the throat chakra is that's one layer that just keeps coming up and keep coming up.
Yeah. And it will, and we'll just keep and you and I will both keep peeling the layers back.
Peeling it away.
That's growth, baby.
That's right. Yes, it is. Cheers to that. It sure
Cheer-
is.
We need to cheers.
Absolutely.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
I've moved from one
Cheers.
cup to the other. I'm like, I
Oh,
got
I
all
love it. Perfect.
my. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Two more to go. Two more.
I love it.
Okay. Number 8, peace. the but make it realistic. You know, that grounded era, that feeling like, okay, I'm not on this wild horse trying to navigate this journey of
Yes.
insanity. I feel
Yes.
grounded. I feel peaceful, knowing that I will get triggered, knowing that I will feel the discomfort, knowing it's not going to be perfect, or, but I feel steady in that.
Yes.
I
Yes, that's
feel,
it.
yeah,
This one's a lovely stage.
yeah, yeah,
This one's a lovely stage.
yeah. I feel like for me, this is where I was able to start trusting myself more.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
This stage in general is where you trust yourself. You start to trust the outside world a bit more and you get to trust the people around you.
Yeah,
So this is the building phase of trust in general, I think,
yeah.
which is
Knowing
peaceful.
that you're gonna get triggered,
Well, yeah, and you just came through all the crap you just came through and you
right?
made it out alive. You're still going to do it and it's still going to be fine.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's almost like, we can now, like, you look at us, we laugh. We're like, "Oh yeah, I remember
Totally.
that."
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. This is the stage where more laughter comes in because you can
Yeah.
you can laugh at yourself for all the stuff, you can laugh at all the trauma, you can laugh at it all.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is the piece, that grounded foundation.
Like
Um,
grounded. Yeah.
and when I'm doing readings, it's quite interesting because that's one of the things that I can feel in people is, when I tap into energy. Um, I can feel, and it's so interesting that you said so beautifully about your mom and the trauma that she went through within
Mhm.
the first 18 months of your life, essentially less
Yeah.
than that. But so
Yeah.
when I tap into people, because I know a little bit about chakras, I see the chakra energy, and when
Mhm.
I read tarot, part of the tarot for me that really focuses on the root chakra is pentacles. So from that time frame, the when the root chakra is developed within a human, according to what I've read, people may disagree with me, and I'd love to hear more because I'm constantly wanting to learn. Is between utero, conception,
Yes.
and 18 months. So if mom
Mhm.
goes through any major trauma, I see that as a deficiency in the root chakra. And so when I tap into people, that's one of the things that I really can see, probably because it's a mirror for me. Right.
Oh,
So I can
probably,
see
yeah.
that super clearly. Um, and so for me, that is it, when I don't even know where I was going. Look at that. I
Well, we
just
were talking about how this is like such a rooted, grounded.
Right. So this, I think the more stability that we've created in our life in trusting ourselves and trusting us to create safety in our, space, and then
Mhm.
externally in our outer space.
Yes.
I think that creating more balance and creating more yeah, groundedness within that root chakra is where we've worked unconsciously, maybe.
I agree. And if you're not in this stage yet, because I feel like a lot of people maybe not won't be in this stage yet,
Mhm.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Um, this is the perfect opportunity to look at your root chakra and look at your all your base chakras from the heart down
Mhm.
and see what's going on in those areas. with whatever you're going through. Because I feel like this one, I'm like, I don't know if everybody hits this. I'm like, you and I, we're pretty fortunate that we've hit it so far. But
Right.
I don't know if I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot of people who have hit this stage yet.
Well, and so that's what I do with my readings is I
Yeah.
share with them strategies for getting into that. So if you're still here, and you feel this kind of resonate in your body as, yeah, I'm constantly living in my head or out of my body and I don't even feel
Yes.
my body. I'm not even knowing when I'm hungry. That was me.
Yes.
I'm not even knowing when until I have like low blood sugar. I'm shaking. Oh my God, when was the last time I ate? Or if you're constantly worried about money, or
Yes.
things that will keep you safe in your life, that's a pretty good indication that your root chakra is deficient.
Right. I
Um,
agree.
and so tomorrow being the new moon in Taurus is Earth, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So Earth, and we've done this with our elements, is our ring finger. So some mudras with some deep breath work, closing off your ring finger to your thumb is a great mudra for helping to create root chakra balance.
Mm.
Grounding feet in the earth is a huge way to connect and to ground your energy.
Yes.
There's mantras, there's mudras, which I just said. There's lots of mudras. There's sound seeds. I know. Oh, I would love to do an episode on sound and the healing benefits. You are
Oh my
my
god, we
sound.
yes, yes, we have to do that. Yes.
Yes, because
Yes.
what root you do the sound bowls. So what sound bowl do you, what key is it for your root? Do you know?
No.
Mm,
I don't know off the top of my head. I can't remember what I they could those ones confuse me all the time.
yeah.
Um,
You know which bowl it is, but you don't know what the
oh,
hertz
I know
is.
what bowl it is because it's my favorite bowl.
Yeah.
It's my favorite bowl
And
because
if it's your
it's
favorite bowl,
the
like
deepest.
mine, it's probably because that's where we need to be.
Yeah, more than likely,
Yeah.
right? More than
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Um,
Okay, that's next podcast.
let's do it. Oh my God.
Yes.
Will you play for us?
I will. Yes, I'll have yes, we can talk about each one and then I'll have the frequencies and the resonance of all of them and yeah,
I love
let's
that.
do it. Yeah.
Because one of the things that I love doing during readings, or when I'm opening up through meditation, or because I really believe it can heal. I mean, there are so many studies
100%. Yeah.
that show that like sound can actually, now we there people are going to come at me for this, uh, can kill cancer cells, can kill cells that are
Everything.
everything, right?
Yeah. The
So
CIA has known about this stuff since like
yeah.
early on.
And so yes, we are wackadoodles and we are a little bit
Hell yeah.
we
Join
question.
our
Listen, if you're telling me to
everything.
look over here, I'm like, where am I
Oh,
supposed to be looking? Because I know that if
oh
you're
my
telling me
god.
to look here, I better be looking somewhere else.
Honestly,
Right?
my intuition has known this stuff for decades and decades and decades, but you
Mhm.
get labeled as a tinfoil hat
Crazy.
wearer. I'm
Hmm.
like, now I know. I
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
know. We know.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Okay, are you ready for the last one? Well, you may have some additions to this because
Yes, go.
I think you're like my angelic hallelujah.
I love you.
Okay,
Yes,
so
go.
this is where I think that the highest, or, and I don't even want to say highest because I actually think it's more non-linear. So
Yes.
it's like are you alone? Okay.
Yes.
So my last stage that I have experienced, I would say, is the oh, cool, another layer, the never ending journey.
That yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all you say is, "Oh, great, another layer."
Yeah.
And you continue on doing and moving through 1
Yeah.
through 8 till you get through the next layer. And
Exactly.
it becomes instead of 7-year process, it now becomes sometimes a 7-second process,
Hmm.
a 7-minute process, a
Hmm.
7-day process. They get shorter, right, over
Yeah.
time, which is
Yeah.
beautiful.
And I
Oh,
feel like the major shifts for me, at least, that I've experienced with this level of healing or this stage or era of healing, it feels like I'm not fixing anything anymore.
no.
I
This is
feel
yeah,
yeah,
no. I agree with you.
yeah. I just
I
feel like
100%.
that whole, what is this trying to show me? Why is
Yes.
this happening for me?
Yeah.
Obviously, I may not know the bigger picture yet, but there's a reason and I'm going to be here for it. So I'm going
Yeah.
to, it feels like evolution, you know? It feels like shedding
Agreed.
and getting closer to the truth of who I am at my core.
Well, this is a stage where I feel like this is where I went and I was like, "Wait, if I was made in God's image
Yeah.
or the universe's image, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with me to begin with. I'm a completely whole person. So as
Mm-hmm.
a whole person, just what are the things that I need to look like? This is just like, what do I need to look at?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm completely whole, there's really nothing to fix. I just have things I need to see.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's the thing. And that's where other people or experiences come in and hold up the mirror. So
Yeah.
it's like you said, then it could be like, oh my God, I never saw that before. Like
Yeah.
I knew I had issues with the body. It's so interesting. I looked at myself the other day in the mirror and I went, we hear terms like bottleneck and there's no wonder so many, especially women, have such, I mean, men too, because we're all built the same with this,
Yeah.
huge trunk and then we bottleneck in here, right? So where does things get stuck? Our air gets stuck,
Yes.
our voice gets stuck, our energy, our prana gets stuck, right? So
Yes.
so many of us have so much trouble speaking our truth and not biting our, our tongue and mincing
Yeah.
our words. Anyway,
Absolutely.
but yeah, it feels like there are so many reasons that you and I have discovered, even while just talking through the podcast episodes or off air about the mirrors that we're holding up for each other, and
Yes.
everybody in our life is doing that for us, right?
Yeah.
So
Everybody and everything and every
yes,
event and like every world thing that's happening, everything.
ugh, right,
Nothing's outside of us.
right,
That's the stage. That this part of stage is nothing's outside of us. Like not
yeah,
a thing.
yeah. Okay, so those are my stages. Now, what about you? What would you have
I'll add
a stage 10? What would your stage 10?
yes.
Yeah. Oh, you
T-
do. Okay.
I
Tell me.
do. Yeah. Stage 10 for me would be I'll call it the sovereign stage. Stage 10.
Ooh.
Yeah. Stage 10. Um, and again, I'm not perfect. I ebb and flow out of all of these. But stage 10, the sovereign stage, is when, for me, when I am in, I basically, I'm the eye, I can be the eye of the storm
Mm,
and so I can be with anyone, anywhere and be okay. It's
mm.
like, I have my energy is sovereign. My thoughts are sovereign. Everything in me is sovereign and I can just witness everything. So then nothing's really triggering because I'm in the point where everything is it just is. Oh, it just is. It's just floating
Wow.
around outside of me, which is it's a lovely space to be in. And I sent you some of my music. I built some music
I know.
from some of the things that I've written through the past few years.
Yep.
Some of the lyrics are things that I've written. And I've got another album coming out Wednesday, actually, which is super cool. But anyways, this first album I released is all about sovereignty. So it's all about being in your own power, being sovereign, really gathering that for yourself, how nothing can enter you energetically or otherwise if you choose not to allow it to. It is like the whole album to me is the epitome of just being a sovereign being, a sovereign goddess, a sovereign god, whatever you want to call it. It just it's you just being completely sovereign. So that's my last stage, I think.
I love that. And so for those of you who are interested, you can listen to CeCe's album on Spotify.
It
And
is. It's on Spotify, it's on
yeah,
Apple Music, it's on,
wow,
iMusic, it's on a whole bunch of different platforms, which
it's
is
so
super
good.
cool.
It's so good.
Yes.
There was one of I think the first one is my favorite. It's got they all have that like heartbeat of the earth tribal energy kind of mix.
Yes. Yes,
And
that's what I
so
went for. Yeah.
if you want to move your body, this is like in a very primal way. This is,
Yes.
I absolutely feel.
Yes.
Take a listen anyway. Take a
Yeah,
listen.
the album's called Still Point, and it's by Grounded in Ether, I think is what it is, and it's got grounded and then the underscore in underscore ether. AETHER, I think is what I put.
I love that.
So the
I
next one
love
coming out is the male point of view of that.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
So I don't know this stage, by the way. So I don't know this stage.
And
Or
that's okay.
I have not, that's right. So I've not experienced the feeling of being a sovereign being. But I mean, tell me if I'm accurate, because when you were talking, what I got was the image of a lighthouse, and so it
Yes.
feels like, being the light in a lighthouse is the calm, and no matter what, in amidst of all the storm, the boat finds the lighthouse, right? And that is the
Perfectly said.
beacon. Okay, so
Yes.
that's because that's what it felt like to me when
Yes.
you are the center of the storm, or the center of, you are the light that you draw people to. And I would
Yes.
absolutely say that depicts you very, very accurately,
Gosh,
actually.
thank you.
Yeah, I
Sometimes it
actually love
does.
it.
Sometimes I'm a mess.
Well,
Yeah, sometimes
listen.
I'm a misfit. I'm truly mystic when I'm in that stage.
Yeah,
So,
right? I
right?
love that. I love that. Oh my God.
That's
Well,
why I made that music. I made that music specifically for that. So those who aren't in it can feel the rhythm of it. Is why I created that album.
I love that. And so yeah, so take a listen if you haven't taken a listen. So my friends, oh my God, we've been chatting all about our stages or eras of healing. And so let us know what you have gone through. And if there are any others you think we've missed, we want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh my
This
goodness.
is not linear.
It's not. It's not. And so, and give us examples. We want to know, what did you go through at each? Because
Yeah,
this is a community, and you may have been like, "Oh my God, yes, I remember that stage while we were talking." So let us know.
totally.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, stay curious, stay intuitive. And if you're feeling like a misfit, you are probably in the right place.
You are probably in the right place. Absolutely. Smash the subscribe button, share this out, and come back to us again soon.
Yeah.
Till next time, my love.
Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Okay, bye.